This is another Real Track production. Real Track, real.
I can see straight through the fuckery. Niggas know what's up with me. Yeah. Niggas know not to fuck with me. Real shit, only no fuckery. Thought this bitch wanna fuck on me, so she can go and tell that's that fuckery. If it ain't out there, that's that fuckery. I'm pulling back up with the fuckery. Yeah, bitch, ain't no fucking me. You owe me, you ducking me, that is that fuckery. Yeah, stick on me ugly. Bitch, ain't no touching me 30 for fuckery. Nah, that is that fuckery. That is that fuckery, fuckery. Yeah, that is that fuckery. That is that fuckery. Yeah, I can't let you pay me for a pussy. You owe me, then pay me, or I am a pussy. Yeah, you probably feel off, huh? But I can't let you feel like you took it. Nope. Not the way you had a nigga looking at my money on my work when I call you play hooking. Yeah, you ain't keep it G. You ain't keep it G, nigga. All you did is try to hit me with the fuckery, nigga. Yeah. Never about to hand and feed niggas. No. I was just trying to feed niggas. Yeah. Cause I was just trying to eat, nigga. But I can't let you think I'm sweet, nigga. Okay. Yeah. I ain't type to look for beef, nigga. Nope. But I ain't looking just to please, nigga. Yeah. Got the pipe on my hip, got some pressure built up. I'm a motherfucker squeezing. Yeah. Now fuck making peace with you. I'll try and make some cheese with you. Yeah, man, I feel like we equal. Pull up, old raggedy vehicle. I'm shooting at whoever be with you. I wouldn't want to be with you. I'ma kill a nigga, smoke weed with you. Same nigga like to be a C with you. 30 round clip for your pussy ass. Then you get the picture. Thought this bitch wanna fuck on me. That ain't gon' happen though. Back in the trap and I'm stacking though. No time to chill with no ratchet hoe. I'll let you on traffic though. No fuckery. She talk back, I smack her though. Tell that hoe pack the coat. Bitch, get your back and go get out the fucking door.
What's up, baby? Say, what's going on? Man, I know it's been a long time coming, huh? Woo-wee. Ladies, gentlemen, I've been so busy, man. Golly. How is everybody? KCK, everybody. I'm just going to go ahead and jump on into it because it's quite the thing I got lined up here, right? So, if none of you are familiar with Shay's Place, Shay's Place. Shay is a real OG. She been down since the come up. You dig? So Shay, she did a video, and this video, the title of it was here it is right here. Let me move this ahead. I kind of got my tabs a little bit janked up here. Let me put this here. Okay. So let me go ahead and share this. I hope everybody is doing good this evening. I hope everyone is superb. So I think after this, what I'll do is I'll put up the live sub counter, which is actually the live subtractor. You dig? Man, this dude purging. Man, he's shedding subscribers like a lizard sheds skin. You dig? This man here, it's a true fall from grace. Man, I'm talking about this dude. He couldn't get right once to keep it right. You hear me? Chroma Reels, thank you for becoming a new member, baby. You know it means the world to me. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you. I think he went back to Tucson. Man, it be in his best interest just to stay aloof. You dig? Boy, stay mysterious out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, Flossie, it is. It's really, the other day, I mean, they were just shed like skin cells. You dig? So Thank you so much, Cromwell. So Shay really was, I've been so busy and I really just have fallen out of love with it for right now. My personal life is just so full and busy. I can't see the chat, everybody. So she made this video here. And it's called JLR Gets Force Fed. And immediately I went to this place in my mind because I think that some people may be able to visualize what that actually means, right? But then there's a whole bunch of people out there that aren't visual people, or they're audio people. They're not visual, so they can't really describe to themselves what does being force fed, what does that mean, right? So thank you, Tessie. Thank you. And again, thank you everybody who commented on my 23 months sober on the 23rd. It means the world to me. It's just been, hey Jess, good to see you, baby. It's been so hard for me to get back to the internet, and that's a hell of a thing. That's right, Miss Pearl. So, oh, there's that old sub counter. It's doing what it does. You hear me? So, just initially, AOL says that the sheer volume of Rich's lawsuits, estimated at over 4,000, ultimately forced federal prosecutors to seek an unprecedented nationwide injunction against him to prevent him from suing. He was also banned from having paper in his cell. In response, Rich's effed around and found out. You dig? He went on a 22-day hunger strike, and a warden had him force fed through a tube. Now, this is one of them things you're only gonna do once. This ain't no, hey, I want to try that again just to make sure I didn't like it. You hear me? Like, this is serious. Okay? This is very, you're welcome, Michelle. This is very serious, right? Let's check that old sub counter. Oh yeah, see, they're still peeling off. Slowly but surely. Hey, slow and steady wins the race. You hear me? Now, let's go over here, and I want to give you just a little preview of some of the foolery. If you are not subscribed to Shay's Place, think about it. She's an OG from the Summer Wells. She's a solid lady. Okay, so back over here. I'm going to put the CCs on because I know some people like to see that. Here we go. And let me tell you what right now, baby, that wasn't for free. You understand me? He done something. Favor for a favor. You understand me? Fair exchange is not highway robbery. You've heard me say it before. Now, what's strange about this is that this photo, maybe some of you seen it, some of you haven't. He's in a chair on a deck and he's doing this number here. Meanwhile, he's sucking that gut in. I mean, he's ew. He's sucking that gut in. You understand me? Like the shake machine at McDonald's is working, but they put him out too cold. You know when you got to suck that straw until it turns flat? That's what he's doing, right? So you know what I'm saying? When the McDonald's shake machine ain't broke and them jokers come out real cold, man, you'll break a straw trying to drink a real good McDonald's milkshake. What's up, Izzy Pop say, baby? Yes. It took away his ability to blink. Oh, God. Here we go. Put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear this, because it threw me a little thing that said, man, I'm so out of touch with this streaming stuff, man. Now, for those that aren't that aren't visual learners, this next part is it's graphic. We'll just say that, okay? So this is Most Def, Yaslin Bey. He is an American rapper who has since been exiled. He I'd like to say he's a political prisoner of another country. You can do your own about Most Def. However, yes, tricks are for pricks. You're exactly right. So this is what a 22-day hunger strike actually looks like. What's up, Dickie? Now, of course, we want to make this thing transformative. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of pause here and there, and we're going to work it out. Now, you have to ask yourself how mentally how how great is the mental deficit? And this is where we're going to get serious. No sound on the video. Okay, hold on. Uno momento. It's the MacBook and the StreamYards. A lot of times they ain't shucking and jiving right. I'll be right back. Yeah, this so I don't know how much you heard, how much you didn't. Let me pull this up. Okay. Pull this up on my phone so I can just kind of see something. So I'm gonna go back. I don't know. Did you hear the part where I talked about the context? Just let me start there and move forward. The context of this video is that this is the process for Guantanamo Bay detainees. Okay. This process will be the same no matter where you're going to be force fed, even the Kentucky Federal Penitentiary, the USP in Kentucky, where he was housed at for a lot of the time, right? So you can almost stretch your mind to understand. Now, bear with me. You can almost stretch your mind to understand why a political detainee, why that might make sense in the fight of politics, right? But then you got this weirdo. They tell him he can't file civil litigation anymore, and so he subjects himself to this. Now, you're never going to find that JLR did this many times. He messed around and found out one time. And I guarantee you, they probably didn't even have to put nothing in his stomach. He said, man, bring me a sandwich. Bring me a sandwich stat. Okay? I promise you, it's not to be fought. You're right, Blue.
Ah! Please, 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 don't. Ah! No, please, stop it, please, stop. That's me, please stop. I can't do it anymore.
That was mildly reminiscent of some crying I heard the other night. That Julia Child's crying. You hear me? From way deep down. Right? So now, understanding that at some point in the setup of this whole thing, Most Def said, hey, when I've had enough, I'm going to say stop. Right? I don't know about JLR's situation, but that brings it into a more graphic light, does it not? That this gentleman would take that as a punishment for him filing an injunction against him so that he can no longer bog down the federal system or the state system with frivolous lawsuits. He subjected himself to that, right? Moving forward. So there's an individual. His name is Gavin Fish. Gavin, he did a live stream today. Here, actually, my tabs are a little out of wonk. Right here. Why did she stay? Why did she stay? Well, before I tell you why she may have stayed, someone in the chat, why do you think she stayed? Hey, AP, thank you so much for your contribution, King. You know it means the world to me. I'll have my people get a hold of your people and we'll make it a thing. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So fear is a great motivator. Absolutely. Money could be. Thank you, Mr. Adonis. Again, thank you so much. Scared to leave. Absolutely. She was in fear. Yeah. Hey, Miss Pearl, good to see you, baby. Buddy East Coast, thank you so much for your contribution. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Could be. Could be. How about this? How about battered women syndrome? How about that? Right? Battered women syndrome, also known as BWS, often considered a subcategory of PTSD, is a psychological condition affecting victims of persistent intimate partner violence, characterized by fear, helplessness, low self-esteem. It stems from a 3-stage cycle of violence: tension building, acute battering, and contrition. BWS explains why victims may not leave their abusers, often aiding in legal defenses for victims who fought back. Okay, now, I think that it's kind of self-explanatory for a lot of people in our community, right? We probably have, to some degree, familiarized ourselves with something like this. Maybe, I feel like Stockholm's is sort of probably resides adjacent to this in a way. You've got fear and anxiety, constant fear for their life and high levels of anxiety. Learned helplessness, a feeling that they cannot escape the abuse regardless of their actions. Intrusive memories, nightmares, flashbacks, or reliving the abuse. Emotional numbing, avoidance, disconnecting from emotions or avoiding people, places to cope. Low self-esteem or shame, feeling responsible for the abuse, right? So now here is the 3 stages. One is the tension building. Tension mounts and minor abuse occurs. The victim tries to placate the abuser to avoid escalation. Okay. Now, I don't think I have to paint that in a very vivid light for a lot of women to understand that, right? That's the beginning of the cycle. And it just, depending on how you look at it, it goes uphill or downhill, whichever is worse to you, right? Acute battering, the climax of the violence where physical, emotional, or sexual abuse occurs. Contrition, honeymoon phase. The abuser apologizes, promises to change, and acts loving. This reinforces the victim's hope and creates a bond. Now, I'm not here to tell you that JLR at any point in time, hey, Linda, at any point in time said, how do I make Magnolia a victim of battered women syndrome? And that he understood the 3 stages that directly that relate directly to making up a BWS as a whole, right? So I think that this is not a new trend for JLR. I think that JLR has probably had a long-standing cycle of abuse that he pulls women in and out of. We've seen, some of you have seen the poopy panties thing on my channel. We've seen this, we've seen that. And then it's come to light that the Pasco County, Florida has yet another open case. It's not a subsequent case. It's an aforementioned case, right? It's a case from September 2025. Okay. What we know about now, it happened Christmas Eve, 2025. So a few months later, right? Now, these are the 2 that are on deck. And the interesting thing about it to me, and I spoke about it before in some pre-recorded videos, the interesting part about it for me is that it was encapsulated, right? This is not major groundbreaking news to Magnolia or to JLR. Only us, right? And there's one party that's privy to the knowledge of these situations, respectively, that should be commended. And that would be Magnolia, right? She allowed due process to take hold And I do believe that she would have maintained her silence just as long as is earthly possible, right? She would have kept on fighting the good fight, right? Now, the other party, right, he kept it quiet out of sheer embarrassment. And I don't think that there's any shame there. I don't think, and this is my opinion, I'm not a psychiatrist or any sort of, I don't have a learned degree in psychology. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm nothing, right? But when you can look at the history of JLR, the behavior, which the behavior would constitute a pathology that we could look at, right? You know, it's linear, it's spatial, it's everywhere. You can see it all, right? Hold that thought. Let's go back over here real quick. Oh, I mean, when I tell you the dude is just hemorrhaging, I mean, it's just where we at? Somebody keep count. We at 5, 4, 8, 1, 7, 3. Go. That he isn't a party in the party who should be commended for keeping this quiet, right? He kept on business as usual. He glossed over the fact when countless people have asked him what's going on with Magnolia. I don't know what his responses were to those questions. I don't know if he said, yeah, no, she's on vacation, or you know, we're just taking a break, or you know, I'm certain he never said I beat the brakes off her. He never said that, right? So if you want to get more familiar because you aren't with BWS, feel free to look it up. We're going to move forward. And I'm going to kind of keep this thing as condensed as possible, as I am on call. And you know how it is when you make plans, right? Now, this creature here, it's a slippery slope with this one here, right? Because this one, I'm not going to put a number to it because I don't know off the top of my head. If there's anyone in the chat that knows the actual number, yes, Wispy, way down, baby. Way down. Way down. I don't know how many counts this lady had against her ex-husband, but it was specifically for strangulation. Now, states differ on how they're going to charge strangulation. I know here in Texas, it's called restriction of the airway. It's very serious. Before that, the charge was attempted asphyxiation. We know what asphyxiation is, right? Asphyxiation never ends well, even when a strangulation doesn't have to end bad other than the act itself, right? So understanding that an attempted asphyxiation, when paragraphed and enhanced, could, you know, live right next door to attempted murder or attempted manslaughter, so on and so forth, right? So, yes, Pearl, I find it very interesting, right? So she initially came out and was all for he doesn't hit women. Now, I'm not here to call her a man because she's not. She's an actual woman. However, she exhibits some of the most masculine traits on a woman that, knowing some of JLR's browser history, I understand why. Okay? I understand why. She was probably more domineering, if you will. He was probably a little more on the passive or submissive side in that relationship, right? But before knowing anything other than what was available online to read, she fires right off, he doesn't hit women. Well, She's since retracted that. Not this, right? This is forever in stone. You can't take this back. This isn't like, oh, you disrespected my mama and then I give you a check, we'll take it back then. This is not something you're going to take back. This is a stain even confidence can't wipe off. I promise you, right? So she says he doesn't hit women. And then she goes on to say, and we're all going to probably find out she did it to herself to set them up because she was being dumped. Now, I don't know who them is, but I'm guessing they're both firing on the same cylinder, because when you go look at his community tab, he refers to the coffee they're selling as our coffee. No. Our in my house means all three of us, and the coffee is downstairs in the drawer and it's for free. Our coffee to him isn't the coffee he gives away. So I don't know who our is to him, right? It's I pick up on strange things. Matter of fact, let me show you real quick. So you don't just got to believe me. She says them, right? Cannot make this up. Where's it at here? It's y'all know I've been doing some surfing. You hear me? I've been doing some surfing. It's our #1 flavored coffee. My boy, who the hell you got a mouse in your pocket? Who is our? And who is them? Now, I do believe that I'm going to give her some grace and probably say that she may have meant him. Although you way off. Right? Now, she's got all the details and the whole guts of this thing all just rearranged, right? Because from what we know from a very, very viable source, he was in the shower. She was on his phone. All this fool's in the shower. And she finds that he's been searching for videos with grande eggplants. Hey, man, look. Hey, that's your flavor? Go ahead, neighbor. He has a tendency, it sounds like, to lean towards his training videos have to have men in them. That's what I'm going to say, and I ain't going to say nothing else, right? He likes training videos with very well-endowed men. That's all I know. So she jumps out and she... There you go, Val. Yes. Chickens with the Dickens. Yes, Queen. Yes. We know this. And he definitely throws off that vibe. I mean to tell you, he definitely throws off the vibe of a man that in his 10 years in the federal USP system, he probably handles some meat. 10 years. Boy, you handle some meat in them 10 years. Now, I'm going to say anything I want to say because thank God the judges filed an injunction. You can't sue nobody. You ain't suing nobody. You can't even sue you. All right, moving forward. So this lady here, she done jumped out the box, all 10 toes, and she's about it right here. She's with it. I'm about to say something completely different, but I pulled it back together. She's with it right here. He doesn't hit women. How can she know? She's going to tell you in this next thing that I'm going to show you that she ain't spoke a word to this fool in 3 whole years. 3 whole years. She don't know what he's been doing. I wonder, does she know if he likes to watch well-endowed men on his training videos? Maybe she does, maybe she don't. Maybe she does. Maybe then again, maybe she don't. Okay. Hey, y'all want to check out that sub counter again real quick? Where was we at? Oh, yikes. Man, look here. I don't know what it is going to take to get rid of all 548,000, but you know what my mama said, with God's help, anything is possible. Okay, so he doesn't hit women, and we're all probably going to fight, just a bunch of victim bashing, and then what you could characterize as a re-victimization, right? The woman has been victimized at this point on the books, what we know of as two different scenarios, one in September and then the latter Christmas Eve 2025, right? So she had been through it, and she had filed charges here and there, and it logistically, this thing is kind of a nightmare in terms of chasing down the prosecution and chasing down a conviction, right? It's a real issue. I do believe, though, that they're pulling it all together, right? Because here we are heading into summer, and this charge from 2025 is, it's not been nollied, it's not been dropped, it's not been leveraged to be disposed of in any way. It's still an active case, right? So, take from that what you will. Does that mean, actually, this is, hold on now, reported to, okay, so it's actually report date, incident date 9/7/25. There you go. So 9/6/2025. I'm not here to get into all of the logistics of this Pasco sheriff's office. Somebody tell me, who is the sheriff in Pasco County? Put a one in the chat if you know who is the sheriff in Pasco County. Who's the sheriff? No, man. Grady Judd. Thank you. You think Grady Judd is going to play around with this fool? Come on now. Do you think Grady Judd going to jump on this dude's neck with both feet? You hear me? And he's going to tap dance. He's going to bust a move. All right? So we get him into Pasco County jail. Ay, pobrecito. You hear me? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good night, sweet prince. Okay. Hey, let's check this sub counter real quick. Yikes. Hoo-wah. All right. Okay. Now, so Bullhorn Sweaty, she is really advocating, and this is in the early stage of this thing, right? This is just boom, the first couple of days. Now, thank you, Tricks Are for Pricks. You did yourself a great, oh yeah, poke. Okay, well, who is hold on, Pasco? You're right, Pasco, Florida Sheriff. Chris Naco. I don't know why. See, I was thinking Grady Judd. And then everyone else was saying Grady Judd, and I was like, yeah, no, we wanted to be Grady Judd. We fight as one. Mission and motto: we fight as one. The agency focuses on community safety, supporting vulnerable populations, and proactive policing. What do we got here? Let me see here. What do we got? Hold on one second. Oh, man. Golly. So, oh, man. Dang. We're going to get to that. Actually, let me pull it up now. This don't look good, my boy. There's some new stuff that came out. I'm going to be very careful in playing this stuff. I don't know. So where I'm at with it all is that sorry for any confusion about Grady Judd or whomever. Hold on, let me just refresh real quick. Be right back. Uno momento. All right, and we're back. Yes, Matthew, I think I will. So this has popped up. This is Plunder. I'm sure everyone knows Plunder. But I'm about to leave state. I'm gonna let them know.
Okay. So looking for him.
Okay, they're looking for him. For me, I got to be real careful, just with my own feelings. I want to be very careful about what I play and what, it's not like I listen to this on Plunder's channel and go, oh my God, Plunder, you're so wrong. It's what is my threshold, right? What is my threshold? My threshold is, I read an ex post from Magnolia, and she was very gracious with all the people who have been very supportive over this last week. But this was 3-4 days ago. So in the first couple of days, she was, very grateful for the support. And then she gets down to the bottom of the post, and she makes a comment that is in the essence of, I wished that I could have done this myself. I wish that I could have told my own story. And that is sort of where I was at in the beginning of all this. And that I tried to find things to post about the situation in order to help the train build speed and steam that was as innocuous as they could be, right? Only talk about her statement after she made the statement. Only there's one person in here who knows that I was given access to these materials before they were on the internet, and that the conscious decision was made to not exploit, to not exploit the timing, right? To not bring it forward in hopes that she was going to bring it forward herself, right? And once the floodgates open, then they just open, right? And it was just, hey, Tish, it's okay. We're here. Hey, Rhonda. Yeah, Tricks, I agree. But so for me, it's, and this is one of the things that I really hate about social media in kind of YouTube, because I don't know a whole lot about all the other social media engines, but that it's super hard at this point to unrush your rush to judgment about him, right? It's been made almost impossible. Now, with that being said, if he did it, then he needs to pay the price. If he didn't do it, now this is just theorizing. If he didn't do it, and I think we all know he did, but if he didn't, with all of this exposure, it's going to be really hard for him to get a clean jury, to get a clean trial. Now, I don't think hey, Lila, what's up, baby? I don't think we have to worry, in all actuality, I don't think we have to worry about this going to trial. I think that they're going to come so out of the box, and this is my opinion, with him and his history and everything that he's got going on, and then the egregiousness of the incident report. I feel like they'll come with something so far out of the box that he'll have no choice but to take a plea. I'm not here to really garner an opinion on what that plea could entail. Could it be just probation? I don't know. Could it be time? I don't know. Right? So I don't know what that will entail, but I guarantee you, well, I can't guarantee you, but I can say with extreme confidence, right, that they're going to leverage him into a plea. And with that will have to come, the accountability, so on and so forth. So moving forward, we are here. And like I said before, she jumps out all 10 toes. She says he doesn't hit women. And then she's advocating, because she would never tell you she's an activist. I'm an activist. I'm not an advocate. I can't handle Magnolia's story with the sort of qualifications that it takes to be able to call myself or label myself as an advocate. I'm not. I'm an activist. This one here would tell you that she is an advocate, right? So she's advocating for the suspect, and she is re-victimizing the alleged victim, right? She's all over the road, right? Like figuratively, literally, she's all over the road. And then this pops up, right? This is a really cool little clip channel. They've been around for a while. This is Wasteland. If you're not subscribed to Wasteland, you could check them out. They kind of, they've done a lot of Ernie Shell stuff. They've really just done kind of a smorgasbord of different things. Yeah, rapper, a real true to life savant. We'll call her Bullhorn Betty the Savant, right? Now, this is pretty nasty. This is really nasty. And that I know most of you women have heard the term that there's nothing like a woman's scorn, right? Nothing like a woman's scorn. Maybe some of you know how to flex that scorn. Not saying you don't, you do, and I'm not saying you don't, but we know about a woman's scorn, right? A woman's scorn, man, a woman's scorn, right? So what you're going to see here is a front row seat. I mean, this is first class, this is business class right here. But you're going to hear something interesting. Don't get caught up in the emotion. Now, Betty, I got to tell you, baby, whatever filter you done landed on, baby, because you look like you was melting a few months ago when I looked at you. Ain't no way you pulled yourself together with your nutrition and your hygiene coupled together to look like this at all. This is a filter. Whatever filter you are currently using, girl, stay with that filter. It done got rid of all that stuff on your face. It done kind of pulled your hairline. Well, it ain't done much for your hairline. But say, baby, it ain't helped your hairline at all. But that filter, queen, actually, it's made your forehead hella big. And you still need some toner on that flat perm you got. I'm just going to keep it real. You hear me? Is she wearing pat? I show also. At least some leggings. And there you go, Pippi. That's it, right? So here, enter in the scorn.
You guys can keep making videos about it. I don't care. Okay? You can call me and say you hate me. Don't.
Girl, your damn hair, it just screams like Poison or Styx or Bret Michaels or Sweet Child of Mine. Girl, what's going on? That ain't even hair. That's a ducktail. Yeah, you mean? Girl, you didn't kill any chance for your hair to ever come back to life. You just dragging it around now to cover your neck.
Don't like me? Nothing? I don't care. I don't care about that lady. I don't care what happens to that lady. I don't have to care.
Meanwhile, FYI, girl, you done just shot your whole boat full of holes. You hear me? Look here, man. She is the sole reason that in many other things why I would never get involved in anything that she's a part of ever. And in fact, I never thought that it were possible to say what reach social media influencers had on true life criminal proceedings or investigations, rather. But I do believe that this one here could actually be the author. This one here could be the reason, right? I'm not going to. Auntie Sherry, what's up, baby? I hope you good, Queen. I hope you are good. I feel like she could be the curator of why something, could have been the way it is. Not solely, right? Just like, when a Super Bowl team makes it to the Super Bowl, and it's not just one guy. You hear me? Or if you lose the Super Bowl, it's not just one guy usually that made that happen. It is a concerted effort. It's a lot of different things pinging together to make it what it is. And I believe that this one here, it's my opinion, believe this one here could be the cause for a lot of things. I.e., yes, thank you, archivist. We all got just a little bit squirrely on. I think that's who we wanted it to be. Hey, crybaby, what's up, baby? Good to see you. So let's take a little more of a gander at this here.
She certainly didn't care when she was doing her all around fuck shit with me. She didn't care how much pain she caused me. She didn't care what I was going through. As a matter of fact, she contributed to what I was going through.
What's interesting about that is I'm not here to take that away from Sweaty Betty, from Beluga Betty. I'm not here to take that away from her. Could there have been some things between Magnolia and her? Absolutely. Without a doubt. But does she think that her beloved JLR also didn't play 1/3 of the trio? Of course he did. But she holds him to some weird esteem. And I dare say that you can see the tip of the iceberg in terms of her values and standards, right? In my opinion, I don't think she loves JLR. She loves what she is mad about what JLR never got a chance to do for her, right? And it goes back to a scenario like this, right? It goes back to this time, which this was not my greatest effort. This is not my finest time. But my point is that he's super hard on these women. Super hard. I didn't have no log in my hand. I had a hat at this point in time. I had a whole hat in my hand. Okay? He's hard on these women. Standing in front of me, let me tell you what, people. We saw every single angle. We saw Olivia's angle. We saw Bullhorn Sweaty's angle. We saw Spartan Chin Molly's angle of this scenario. Whose angle did we never see? We never saw JLR's angle. Do you want me to tell you why? I'll tell you why.
See, you gonna sue me? Why are your hands shaking? You are shook. Look at your hand.
His hands were shaking like it was 8 a.m. and he needed a drink. He had his phone like pinned on his chest, trying to hold it from shaking. He's hard on these women. But when he stands in front of a man, and we out in the country, baby. Cell phones don't even work where we're standing at. Show me you're bad. Show me how bad you are. Show me how bad you are. I dare you. He didn't want to. He was scared to. Right? 10 years of handling meat. 10 years as a meat handler. You get out and you don't want to be no gladiator. You want to be hard on these women, though. I do, Wispy. Yeah. That face right there is the face of a man who, well, I was smoking more marijuana than California could grow. And I was dealing with the wells. I was going through a divorce. I mean, I was hating life. And at that point in time, I can remember I was like, please let this be it. Please let me be the vent valve. Let him be the vent valve. Right? Let me vent all of this on him. And I could tell he was scared. At that point, when I could see he was scared, I had two options. Let that fear trigger the lion in me. And I don't mean tiger. I don't mean the lightning tiger. Trigger the lion in me, or I got to turn my back on it, right? And so that you could tell, as hard as JLR is on these women out here, I turned my back to him because I could tell by the way his hands were shaking, he wasn't the one. He wasn't built for it, right? He just wasn't. So back here.
I hate that woman. I could care less if she wore 2 black eyes. Okay?
She could care less if Magnolia wore 2 black eyes. Can we actually imagine? Put a 1 in the chat if you can think of. I don't even think that JLR likes to look at these pictures that we've seen of Magnolia battered. I don't think even JLR. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know that even JLR doesn't have a hard time looking at that picture. We know this one here, she actually, thank you, Jillian. We know that she actually derives some sort of dopamine serotonin boost when she sees this woman battered and abused online. And so what I would tell everyone is this here. If you have a genuine disdain for Blowhorn Betty, restrain yourself from posting pictures of Magnolia that would help this one get excited. That's thinking ahead, right? You also could re-victimize Magnolia by putting her out there on Front Street. Hey, she's these pictures have came from somewhere, and I haven't seen her say anywhere, hey, don't disseminate the picture of my battering. But this is the reason right here. Starve her from seeing that. Starve her from just being able to flip through the tube and see battered pictures of Magnolia and get off on it. Wispy, you ahead of the game, baby. That's why I won't post them. Now, everyone has their own agenda for why they post them or why they haven't posted them. I don't look at anyone differently for posting them. Let me be very clear. I'm not here to say, oh, you're wrong for doing it. It's just my morals and my integrities that said, I knew there was a reason why. This is it. And I was right to myself. Wispy, thank you so much for becoming a new member, baby. You know it means the world to me, Queen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Wispy. I didn't know other than just the run-of-the-mill reasons why I didn't want to post them, but I was right. I wasn't wrong. Thank you, Miss Wispy. I had no idea that this here was the reason why I was right in not posting them. Because this one here gets off on it. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Because in all the extensive research that anyone has ever done on this one right here, you have never found anything to suggest that she was abused. Only that she has been the repeated abuser. Okay? Now, most generally, everyone has a past, myself included. Thank you, average normal adult. Everyone has a past. What the hopes are for our past is that we can outlive it, or we can outlive the life expectancy of things that we're not proud of. We can outlive those things. This here brings you right back into that status. This is abuser talk. This is abuser talk. This is not the talk of someone that's been abused. Someone that's been abused probably doesn't even square up to acknowledging any of this. They're like, whoa, this is way too much for me. This hits home. This is triggering me. This is whatever the case may be. She thrives in the essence of being an abuser, quite naturally. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. Val, be careful what you do, baby. But you see what I'm saying? Let's listen to a little bit more here.
I don't care. And people are like, oh my God, Daddy's so mean. Well, you guys should have.
Fun fact. A lot of you know, me and white boy Matt had a serious disdain for one another, right? A serious disdain. We had done the most to each other throughout the course of us not caring about the other one's existence. And that once we have the opportunity to have a heart to heart, all the things that you never thought about now come into play. There's a scenario that I won't speak on that Matt never even had to tell me about. And he told me, and he was like, what do you want me to do? And I was like, man, do what you want to do. And his decision is the decision I would have made, right? He knows what I'm talking about. I speak with his wife, Noelle, on a regular day, speak to her all throughout the day. On a real busy day, like today, spoken to her half a dozen times, right? On a real busy day at work, I'm terrible about my responding. I'll click on it and then not have time to type it and then go get called off to do something else. And then when it's time to get back on the phone, it doesn't have the blue dot and I forget about it, right? And then I got to go through and like, no, I remember Flossie text or Noelle text or, whomever. But my point in all that is that the common ground between Betty and Magnolia was JLR. Even someone whom you hate, but you still have the human affect, right? I can honestly say there's no one in life that I hate. I want the best. I want the best for Betty. I want the best for other scenarios in my life. I'm not gonna enrich tonight on the internet. I want the best for that person because the best for that person is the trickle down for the best around them, the people around them, right? I can't want the worst. I cannot want the worst as Betty. I cannot want the worst for Magnolia, but then want the best for myself. Blessings don't come like that, right? You got to want the best for someone even who doesn't want the best for you. Because I can't ask God for something better for me than I want for somebody else. I got to want the same thing for them that I want for me. Amen. Amen. Right? That's the way it works. Hey, white boy, what's up, buddy? That's the way it works. This one here who would call herself an advocate, right? I mean, let's just take it a bit further, right? I'm not going to go into the Sebastian stuff because I don't know enough about it. But I could theorize and probably be very, very correct on this theory. Let's say we don't find Summer Wells the way we all want to find Summer Wells. The things that we've all seen her do to that family and to the community surrounding her, that little girl, this one here would get great satisfaction by being able to have forgotten about Summer Wells. First of all, you came in, you made a mess, and then you jumped over to Sebastian's and you made a mess over there. And now what? Probably Nancy Guthrie. I don't even know. She makes a mess. Pardon my French. She shits where she eats at. And y'all know I don't like to come on here and talk like that. She does. She defecates where she eats at. It would suit her. She would find extreme gratification by being able to jump on the internet in the event that the Summer Wells stuff turns into a tragedy. She would love to be able to come on and taunt Don and Candace about the demise of their daughter. This one here. She absolutely would. Moving forward.
I've been speaking to her about what she was doing to me instead of coming over here after all she's done to me and expect to have sympathy for a freaking raggedy ass bitch that likes to steal other women's men.
What are we going to hear next? What do we expect to hear? Look what you made him do to you, Magnolia. That's what this is saying. Look what you made him do to you. Say all that without telling me that you really mean, Magnolia, look what you made him do to you. And because he did it to you, and because you at the time were a more suitable mate for him, and I'm scorned as Betty, and because Magnolia is more beautiful and has a better head on her shoulders, and JLR chose her, if you were the suitable mate for him, he'd still be with you. You're still scorned after Dolly, after whomever you've, Seth, whomever you've had in your life romantically, you still can't let go of the crazy. She's incapable. She will take this feeling of of being cheated out of a life with Jonathan forever. What can you do to somebody like that? You can't do nothing to Betty that she's already done to herself, or that she continues to do to herself. JLR is her karma. Hooah? Put a one in the chat if you agree with me. JLR is Sweaty Betty, Beluga Betty's karma for living the life she does. Absolutely, we're all mad here. Good to see you, baby. Right? Hey, sit back and enjoy the ride. You don't have to do nothing. What do you have to do? Nathan. You don't have to do anything. Betty's living the life she deserves right now. Right? Moving forward.
She got what she deserved. And if you don't like it, don't play stupid games. I
Okay.
say it like
There it is right there.
she got what she deserved.
She got what she deserved. Now, the whole wearing the whole black eye thing, hey, man, that can happen anywhere. You take a tennis ball to the face. You can accidentally get elbowed at the mall during Black Friday. I don't know. But when you go on to say she got what she deserved, well, if I let you tell it a few days before that, you said, well, hell, he doesn't hit women. And that we're all probably going to find out she did this to herself to set him up because she was being dumped. Ooh, how quickly the leaf will change. How quickly the worm will turn with this one here. She's so foul. Now, all of a sudden, hey, JLR, we have found one that we know should be excluded from sitting on your jury because she believes you done it. Right there. She got what she deserved. Right? She got what she deserved. Ain't that right, Betty? Well, if he doesn't hit women, what did she get? If she got what she deserved, she didn't do it to herself. Man, you can't make this up. You can't. You could not script this. Only the mind of the cynical and maniacal, and then so many other adjectives beyond that I'm not even willing to say. Only that mind could be this demented. Val, I've thought that myself, and you know what I've come to in my where I reside on that is, well, if they did, she won. And that he was put to shame to never say anything, and he probably threatened her not to kill her, but to call the police. And that's no better. What did Wispy say? BHB had the same vibe when Dolly was going to court for SA accusation. Close your legs. She said the same thing. You got what you deserved. There you go. Can somebody please put Wispy's channel in the chat, please? I would be much appreciative. Much appreciative. Let's check this. So, yikes. Man, you know, if you had $1 for every time this went up, well, you would have no dollars today. Moving forward. You'd have no dollars for today. Okay.
And if you don't like it, don't play stupid games.
Now she's just coming a little bit untrained, a little bit unwound. You know, I don't know where in any of this, and it's none of my business if she did, but I don't know where in any of this Magnolia played a game per se, right? You know, she's locked into a effed up deal, right? And there's many, many things that go into play as to why she stayed there for as long as she did, why she endured what she did, right? You don't have to identify yourself individually, but I'm sure that there's women in the chat right now. There's 289 of you. I'm sure some number of you, maybe even as high as 30, 40, 50% of you can understand some of the aspects of this as to why all of these details fall in line like they do, right? To some of you, it reads like a book, right? Some of you know too well, probably. All right.
I say it like it is. Guess what? If she never fucked around with a man that was taken, she wouldn't have a black eye or this case. And
that's where the old saying comes in. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Whoa, look at that face. Holy cow. She's mad at Magnolia for messing around with JLR. But she's not mad at JLR for choosing Magnolia over her. Magnolia didn't choose JLR over Betty. JLR chose Magnolia over Betty. I mean, I think it's very clear, especially in this moment, as to why. Okay? Super clear. I mean, look at that face. That's the face of someone who is currently using a knife far too dull to cut through cartilage far, far too tough. Look at that face. She's reserving her terror for Magnolia. She has nothing for JLR. This is a complete oddity, and I can't call it, right? Has she been abused in some way by JLR? Well, let me tell you what the stats would say. Is this some version of a syndrome all of its own in reference to her time with JLR? I don't know. But it's maniacal and it's cynical.
that is a damn fact.
What did she just say?
Black eye or this case, and that is a damn fact. Never fucked around. And if you don't like it, don't play stupid games. I say it like it is. Guess what? If she never fucked around with a man that was taken, she wouldn't have a black eye or this case. And
if she never would have messed around with a man who was taken, she wouldn't have a black eye or this case. You know what that tells me? It tells me one thing. She will be his number one pen pal. At first, she said he didn't do it blindly without knowing if he did or he didn't. Now she's in complete agreement with the rest of us that he did. It's her fault, but she still supports him. It's wild. There's been no accountability. A woman's nose was crushed, right? A woman's whole nose was crushed. She'd have a surgery to fix what he did to her nose. And she's mad at the woman who had her nose crushed, not the man who did it. Although she said a couple of 2-3 different times that she agrees he did do it. She deserved what she got.
and that is a damn fact.
Pretty sure she probably doesn't have any pants on. She needs to go over and stream with Illuminati.
So get fit with your bullshit. I will not comply. You can hate me, you can drag me, you can do whatever, and I'll still stand on my platform.
You know what's sad? I refuse to hate you. I'm not going to condone this behavior, Beluga Betty. I don't hate you. And you know what's sick is that she would become completely cobra venomous if you told her you're going to pray for her. I'm going to pray for this person. I got no choice. It scares me to think that there are people. The one thing that I'm grateful for, Betty, is that you have identified yourself to the rest of the world. We see you. We can identify you in public like, yeah, no, go over there by that one. That one there thinks she got what she deserved. Of all the other people in the world who hold these same sorts of beliefs, but don't identify themselves, those are the people that are scary in the world, right? You got to pray for them. If anything at all, pray that God could change a way for them, make a way for them, and that they stay far, far away, right? Pray for that one. I dare you. If you pray for that one and you tell her you're praying for her, you're going to see a whole new Betty. No. Worse than this one. Not better new. Worse new.
And say the same damn thing. I don't care. I don't care for her. She certainly didn't care what she was doing to me for years. Just desserts, bitch. Just desserts.
Wow. Does she have a little soundboard there? Because I know Wasteland isn't putting those claps in there. I'm guessing this one here, she has a toxic little soundboard that when she thinks she's made her point, then the them and the hour come in and she has an audience clapping as if there are other people in the world that think like this. Hey, I want to believe she's the only one. I know she's not, but right here she is. And to put an applause like other people are aligned with this and not malaligned. Come on now. Oh, come on now. Oh my God. And one of the interesting dynamics is I had referred to in my video with him and her when she said that he didn't do it. He didn't hit her. I call it a segue. She's creating a conduit right now. She is laying the pipe. No pun intended. She's laying the conduit now. The conduit is a pipeline where information, where anything can ingress and egress, right? She is currently laying the foundation now for the conduit and the segue to try to bring him back. This one here would remain celibate, not because no one else in the world wants her, but because she's going to hold it down for JLR, right? Until he comes home or until he gets this thing behind him. I would completely expect, without even pulling a tarot card one, I would completely expect that at some point, the two of them will hook back up in some regard. That's just my opinion. Let's check this out. Oh, dang, JLR. What you got to understand is there's a lot going on here. Oh, yikes. All right.
Now, all of you assholes can go make 5,000 videos about me, and guess what it's going to do? Absolutely nothing to the way I feel about the situation. And
oh, Betty, be careful what you ask for.
For you guys to sit there and say Jonathan because I refused to comply is bullshit. I haven't talked to that man in 3 blessed years.
Ah, there we go. That's the thorn in the tiger's toe. I almost would say that she would trade spots with Magnolia right now. She'd say, give me that black-eyed girl. This one just wants to be famous. What is Betty famous for to me? Well, planting evidence. How about that, right? I mean, on the grandest stage, right? Gabby Petito's case, right? Her and this little weirdo Olivia, the one that married the brother to one of the gals that met her end in Idaho, right? So weird. Like, oh my goodness. Like, it's totally, I can't even say it. It's totally the situation, but in reverse from the Summer Wells community. It's like a YouTuber marrying someone that is connected to something that is just so, in this circumstance, tragic, right? Like, you just can't even make it make sense.
Almost 3 blessed years. So you can take that to the bank. But when I sit up here and speak truth, I speak truth whether you like it or not.
You probably should have kept this one to yourself. I'm just going to keep it real with you.
They're not getting the best of me, but something needs to be said because I'm sick of the freaking
Oh, no, yeah, we didn't got the best.
Drama, and I'm sick of the freaking bullshit rumors. These people have never known what the hell they've been talking about. When I was dating Jonathan, they said I wasn't dating Jonathan. Now that I'm not dating Jonathan, they're trying to say I'm dating Jonathan. Get your shit together, because at the end of the day,
we don't care. And in fact, at this point, I think you two would make a very handsome couple.
All these years, you guys have been so wrong about everything, and you sit up there and you think you're so right because you don't do.
You ever think that maybe Jonathan will never talk to you again? Because you gave up the lovely touch to Dolly? Huh? I don't know.
A damn thing, but sit there and bitch, moan, and groan, and make up shit. And I'm sick and tired of it. Get the fuck out of my chat. I'm done with the conversation. And I don't give a shit whether Magnolia had a broken nose, a black eye, or whether she face planted in a cacti. I don't give a shit. And I'm not going to. And you're not going to berate me, beat me, or anything else.
Yes, I see what the arrow's pointing to. The fact that you done lost all this hair over here, baby. Man, the sides and the top, and they running for the border, baby.
Into submission to giving a shit about her. I don't care. Now we're done.
You got the coldest lady comb over in the game.
Nobody would dare put a hand on me. I will tell you that. Nobody. Unless they want problems. I told you guys that before. I've never, since I put my feet down, since I said nobody will ever hit me, I have not been hit. I pity the fool that will ever put their hands on me.
then it's gonna be a long, loveless life, baby. She got them crazy eyes. She got a mean mullet. Yeah. The lady, I'm telling you, she got the coldest. Lovely. She got the coldest lady comb over in the game. Man, she's handsome. All right. So where we at here? Pardon me. I think that sort of wraps it up for now. Yikes. This thing says it's in real time. I'm guessing we could find some mathematical numerical code to this thing, right? Like they're just being very reserved. These things are probably, but you could probably time the change in between them and it's going to be the same change. It's just like they don't, I don't know, like something about it seems like one is peeling off at this, you know what I mean? Like they ain't peeling off like that. I promise you, they peeling off. You hear me? So I'm thinking that after we conclude with this stream, I might just pull up a stream of the live sub counter and just let it go for a couple of days. Just keep the MacBook plugged up and, just let this thing, happen in real time so as everyone can be reminded, right? So the counter. She's the new Hulk Hogan. Yeah, for sure. Let me go ahead and cover these here. Crommer Reels, thank you again for becoming a new member. Texas Kim, thank you, lovely. I sure appreciate it. Mr. AP, thank you for your contribution, sir. Buddy East Coast, thank you for your super sticker. We're all mad here. Thank you. And to the lovely Wispy, thank you for becoming a new member. That's really all, I had just sort of loosely put this together based upon, like I said before, on Shay's segment about him being force-fed. And then as I was kind of piecing it together and getting familiar, there's just like so much of it that I don't want to look at. It just, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm pounding on that keyboard. I already know. Let's see here. If I can find this video. It doesn't look as if. Let me see here. I may be able to find it here pretty quick. Let me see. Wow. This whole archive thing here is, let me see. Well, maybe it was a lie. Bear with me, guys. Let me see here. Oh, God. There's Don Wells dropping deuce on my live stream. I forgot about that one. Yeah, we won't be showing that. Oh, God. Let me see here. It was a video that I did that was just a short one. And it, what is this here? Oh yeah, that's when Dolly tried to lure Hunter with some money and marijuana for an interview. Let's see here. That one was Ernie Shell and Jeremy Dugan. I need that one for a little bit later. I'll find it and I'll repost it. It was JLR playing with poopy panties. Is this it right here? Oh, here it is. Let's see here.
Okay. Had a female that was staying and living with me. And she left. And this morning,
I think we all know why she left.
I went to my dresser to clean it out.
Oh, God. Fuck, here we go.
Thank you, Trickster.
Oh, no.
And you will not believe what I found.
He's telling you the truth. You will not believe what he found. Wait.
Here.
Not the glove.
Put some gloves on here. I got some gloves.
Looking at.
You will not believe what I found inside my dresser. But if you look closely, these are a pair of panties. Look. Look.
That fool wiped his butt with her underwear looking ass. That's because his broke ass didn't have no toilet paper.
That is, looks like shit stains or something.
Looks like it's your shit stains.
On these panties. Absolutely disgusting. Whoever wore these panties.
Don't say whoever, fool. That was your girlfriend looking ass.
Did not clean.
Wait a minute. Intel's coming in. Correction. Those are his panties.
Must be very, very dirty.
And you let them live in your house?
Absolutely
Great web sleuth in there, bud.
disgusting. And I will leave
Hold
this.
I'm not going to play the song because I don't want a copyright situation, but here very early on, where is it? Right here. Look, he's got a hospital band on. If that don't tell you everything you need to know, I don't know what does. I know. Eliza, baby. Tell me about it. I mean, good God. Hold on, where were we at here? Where's my live stream? Here it is. Hold on. Cinnamon Fireball. You could be right. I'm not going to hold you up. You might be onto something here. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That's all I got for tonight. He's such a squirrel. You know what I mean? He is a real squirrel. Let's check this sub counter one more time. What do we got going on here? Hold on. Let me I can't, man. I can't. This whole thing is just, it's just too much for me. It's too much to handle. You bet he wears them on his head. Hey, to each his own, right? But you probably should have took the hospital armband off to make this hit right. All right. Anyways, I love all of y'all. Hey, Noel, what's up, baby? Watch the squirrel insults, buddy. Timber. I bet he still carries them panties around. All right. I love all of y'all individually. Remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Y'all have a great night. I'll be back soon.